We back. It's Sunday. We back. Episode 2, baby. Let's go. Me and my boy EGF.
Show, man. Appreciate all the love. Show to this first podcast, man. Nice little 7 subs. Let's get that to 10 this episode, man.
Let's go. Let's get it.
Saw the start of the NBA season, man. Loki enjoyed it. You enjoyed it, Mike?
Parts. You know, I saw my Lakers go down. Saw my Cavs go down twice. Saw my Lakers go down twice. My Cavs got the dub though yesterday. Yeah, shout out to him. They beat Atlanta. Shout out to him. Ricky Rubio was. I only watched. I got home.
Ready to take Collins starting spot. Getting ready.
I got home. I only caught like the fourth quarter of that game. I ain't gonna fake, but Rubio was eating. And Mobley, he wasn't really in when I was watching. But I heard Mobley been
balling. What do you have? 17, 11, 3 or 4 blocks?
Something like that. Yeah, he had a pretty good stat line.
But before we get too deep into this, don't forget that sub button, like the video, comment down below what you enjoyed about the first week of the NBA season, man. Let's just get into this, man. What's trying to go over first, Mike?
I wanna talk about these Lakers, man. I wanna talk about these Lakers.
Lakers, how you feel about it, man? First 2 games of the season, your boy Russ.
Just fuck all this. Fuck the Russ. Fuck everything. The Lakers, they need to fucking play defense. Fuck getting Russ acclimated and worried about his fit and all that. Their defense these past games has been ass. It's been ass. It's just been ass. That's a problem I see. And they're getting killed in the paint. They got killed in the paint by. They didn't get killed, but they got outscored in the paint by the Warriors. I think it was maybe 12 or something. And they got killed in the paint by the Suns. They got destroyed in the paint.
Before that fourth quarter comeback, the lead in the paint was like 32-8, and then it ended like 50-28, something like that.
Really? Yeah, it ended 56-26. I got yeah. So they got killed by 30, but they like I said, they let Golden State outscore them in the paint. But it wasn't that bad. But defense, they gave up 120 points at home to Golden State, and Steph didn't even play good.
Shot 5 for 21.
He shot 5 for 21. They gave up 120 points. If he I don't know what he shoots 10 for 21. What's that? What's that extra 10 points? 131 points at home. Yeah. Like, come on, man.
Warriors had some solid pickups. A lot of people slept on that Bella Lisa pickup. They thought he was gonna be trash. He did amazing. He scored what? He had 15 points, 11 rebounds off the bench that game.
I wasn't even hip to him. Yeah, I wasn't even.
Nobody was. He played for the Timberwolves and the Kings. He got traded to the Heat last year. Didn't play anything. They didn't play him.
I was lost when they kept saying his name. I was not hip.
You probably did. You remember Bella? Damn. All I remember is him on the Kings. He had like 2 buzzer beaters. That's it.
Like I remember his name, but I didn't know he was.
I just remember he played for the Kings.
I didn't know he was good.
I don't know, man. They keep on starting DeAndre Jordan. It's a lot of things wrong with what's going on with that Lakers lineup and roster right now. Man. I kind of blame Frank Vogel. I'm not gonna lie to you, because DeAndre Jordan cannot start. I don't even think DeAndre Jordan can give you any real good quality minutes.
I don't. That pickup was kind of.
I think maybe as a locker room guy or somebody who needs to play garbage time, I understand. But I didn't think he was going to start. I think they'll have no other choice but to either. I know this is kind of quick since we just got into it, but I think it's just going to end up being either A, AD's about to have to start the 5, or B, Westbrook is going to have to come off the bench because something's going to happen here, bro. Because what was it? That was the Suns, I believe, and they started Kent Bazemore, right?
Mm-hmm. Bazemore starts.
People stop. I don't want to say that they don't look at him as a threat, but he's not a sharpshooter. Kent Bazemore is not a sharpshooter, so they started hedging off him. They was leaving Russ. They was leaving DeAndre Jordan. It kind of makes it just kind of harder for LeBron and Anthony Davis to score. And I thought that was the whole point of Anthony Davis really bulking up to play center. So it's kind of surprising to me that he's not playing center.
That's what I thought too. I was gonna be like Wayne Ellington, but he's
hurt. I did too. Yeah, he's hurt.
He's hurt, so yeah, I didn't really know the 2 spot.
They wouldn't hedge off Wayne Ellington.
He a sharpshooter. They need him. And then Brian at the 3. No. I thought it was gonna be like Brian at the 4, 85, 3, maybe like
Trevor Reed's at Avery Bradley. Some wing.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be moved down, like Brian at the 4, AD at the 5, which is kind of their best bet. I mean, I think that'd give them the best spacing. And
it may just be a lot of, I don't want to use the word hardware, but it may just be a lot on their bodies through 80 more games this season for AD to play the 5 and LeBron to play the 4. They're probably just being really cautious. It's just a lot of lineups that Frank Vogel threw out there that I wasn't really too fond of, I guess. Like, one was
with Rondo and
Rondo and Westbrook.
Like that, yeah.
That didn't read. And having one with the Westbrook, DeAndre Jordan, Carmelo Anthony out there didn't read for defensive reasons. It just, I don't want to say he doesn't know what he's doing because he just won a ring and he did good with the Pacers back then, but I don't know what he's doing. It is the first 2 weeks though, and a lot of coaches are just testing things. Maybe it's that.
Yeah.
But I feel like inevitably it's either going to be Westbrook may have to move to the bench, or AD has to move to the 5, or maybe he'll find a way to make it work and Dwight starts at the 5. And that's a whole other conversation after their whole altercation with AD.
I mean, like you just pointed to, like it's early. I think the whole roster's new. I mean, I think he's kind of testing stuff out, but that's just, I think you should know that Rondo and
Westbrook.
Yeah, you should know. You shouldn't even try to test that shit out. That you just know that's gonna be bad. And then, yeah, what was the defensive lineup? You said that was kind of bad.
They had Melo, Westbrook, and DeAndre Jordan out there. They got killed.
That's not good. DeAndre Jordan, that wouldn't be a good pickup, man.
I don't think it was a bad pick, but I just don't think he was supposed to. He's not supposed to be getting minutes.
He shouldn't start.
Yeah, he got kicked out of the rotation in Brooklyn when they needed a big man.
Needed size. Yeah, so that's it. They needed size, and they kicked
outside of Nicholas Claxton, they didn't have any size last year. And they could have used DeAndre Jordan, but he just can't keep up. He's not what he used to be, man. Yeah. And I think it's kind of too early to be jumping to this because it's just the meta that's out there now. You probably heard it a lot. You being a Westbrook fan, just him being a 6-man. I kind of do think it's too early for that, though. I'm trying to give it a chance.
I'm not gonna lie. I understand the idea, but I don't like it all the way. Because for one, we can agree that Russ is at least okay.
Here we go, bro. Here we go.
Because this is a whole another fucking topic for another. Okay, can we at least agree he's an all-star level player?
Sure, bro.
Sure. Okay, he's an all-star level player. He's an all-star level player, and he's in the middle of his prime. And it's not like as much as people want to say things about Russ, this ain't anybody we talking to. This is an MVP. This is an All-NBA selectee. This is an All-NBA first-team selectee multiple times. He's accomplished. So, if Russ was to say, I don't want to come off the bench, you can't look at Russ no type of way. You can't look at like how Melo was doing. He's not coming off the bench, bro. That's what I'm saying. So, in that, and another thing, what is he getting, like $141 million? You're not.
He makes $44 million a year.
You're not paying that off the bench. So for one, he's Russell Westbrook and he's in the middle of his prime. 2, he's getting paid too much. 3,
I don't think that would work for him to come off the bench. Because if that was the case, they either have to start. They may have to start Rondo, or Rondo would be kicked out of the rotation as a whole. And I don't think either of those.
That's what Skip Bayless was alluding to. Because he's pushing for that. He's pushing for Rondo to be for Russ to be on the start. Yeah, he's pushing for that heavy.
I can't see that happening, bro. Rondo starting. I think that they just moved LeBron back to the point guard and probably fill those spots with Trevor Ariza and Avery Bradley or somewhere around that. Or
you think that's what they should do?
No, I think that's what they would do if they put Westbrook on the bench. I don't think Westbrook will go on the bench until maybe the middle of the season. I think it's way too early, bro, to assume anything like that or to be drastic.
Yeah.
Because it's not like they're playing scrubs. They're playing teams that's been together. I mean, the Warriors is finally meshing, as you've seen. And the Suns just played a whole entire postseason and made it to the finals. It's not like they're winning as bums. But they still do have to take it serious. Those are teams that they're going to see in the playoffs, potentially.
That is true.
It's only been 2 games. And they play, Memphis tonight? We'll see how that goes. Oh, shit. Play Memphis tonight. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, though. Yeah, it ain't like they just playing pushovers. They is playing. Phoenix just made the finals.
There's a lot of things. They just put that whole roster together. A lot of pieces left. A lot of pieces are injured. We may even see THT in the starting lineup one day. It's just a lot of things going on right now. That's why I don't want to jump to any real conclusion so quickly. Yeah. I think we need to see at least 10, 15 games before we start claiming what's going to work and what's not going to work. Yeah. And then again, it is Russ's first time in his career being a third option. Anthony Davis, and I partially blame Anthony Davis for this. He has to make his free throws for one. 2 for 7 against the Warriors, that's inexcusable. And he's just inconsistent. At least to me, he's too inconsistent.
Like, what'd he do? 30, what he had? 33 and 11. And then he goes and shoots 6 for 18. And, like, he had 22 and, what he had, 22 and a double-double, 22, but he shot 6 for 18.
I really like that in New Orleans, but I just don't know. It's like he's made of glass and he's playing inconsistent, bro. I just want to see the old Anthony Davis. We knew every night he's giving 25, 10 with 2 or 3 blocks.
I don't know, though. He was like that, though, in his first year in LA. Yeah, like he was pretty consistent.
It is forgettable because, that season got split up and then the bubble came.
Yeah, but he was...
a lot of teams played before that bubble.
He was pretty... like Anthony Davis-esque. But, I mean, it's 2 games, but still, it just kind of goes to show things we were saying last year, like how he picks and chooses when he wants to play. That's why a lot of people got Giannis over him, which I could respect. But, yeah, I mean, it's going to take a while to get everything to mesh up. And in terms of the 6-man, I just want to point this out. The reason I was saying I can understand why someone would want Russ to be a 6-man is because I think it would be a good idea to stagger him in LeBron's minutes. Russ should he should kind of play with the second unit more. So it would be no confusion, no question to who has the ball, who's bringing it up, who's playmaking, who's initiating, all that. And I think Russ would be able to do his thing more so playing alongside LeBron and AD versus him playing with a decent second unit. Like, imagine Russ.
But if that was the case, wouldn't their center be either A, DeAndre Jordan, or B, Dwight Howard out there with Russ? And I'm not saying Russ can't play with the center that can't necessarily shoot because we've seen him do it a bunch of times. Mm-hmm. But do you think that would work if he was to be in the second unit with Rondo potentially, if they don't start Rondo potentially, and Dwight Howard, or Rondo and DeAndre Jordan?
Well, that's the thing. I think he should still start, but his minutes should be staggered.
So him and LeBron isn't on the court at the same time?
Except closing minutes.
That shouldn't happen anyways. LeBron is what? How old is he? 37, 36?
And that's another thing I want to get into. Yeah, he's, going on 37 in December.
Yeah, you're 19.
Yeah, that's another thing I want to get into. LeBron, he got to, as much as I love him, man, he got to put his pride to the side. The point of getting Russ, I thought, was so he can low-key coast and low manage. And
oh yeah, you saw what he said. He want that all-time scoring record, bro.
He does. I don't blame him. No, I forgot about that. LeBron,
because he literally said he don't believe in low management. He doesn't like coasting. He said it feels bad when he does it.
LeBron, just sit out 20 games. 20 games.
It doesn't feel bad to get Russ, bro. I don't care what nobody says.
20 games.
He wants that record or an MVP or something, bro. And I'm not saying he's stat chasing. I'm not saying that at all. I just don't think. Probably just doesn't want any more negative connotations surrounding him. Although he is in year 19, and him low managing wouldn't be a problem. I don't think anybody should have a problem with LeBron James low managing.
I don't think so. I mean, look at a lot of people have KD as the best player in the world, and he misses games.
LeBron James just gave us 19 years of greatness, bro. If he wants to sit out half the damn season, I think he should be able to.
I think he more than deserved. I think he could have did that a few years ago, if you ask me. But
the only problem with LeBron sitting out, bro, I don't see who's. I'm not saying Russ can't win him a game, but who's gonna take that LeBron spot and produce anything positively? As of right now, with the injuries at least, because Wayne Ellington is out, CHT is out. Is Avery Bradley? I believe Avery Bradley is out.
He was playing.
He's back. He's here. I always get Avery Bradley. It's Trevor Ariza who's out. My bad.
Yeah, Avery Bradley got in. Yeah, Avery Bradley got in. He got in one of them games. Yeah.
I'm not saying that they can't do it. And then again, if that does happen where LeBron's low managed, then Anthony Davis has to show up if they're going to win the game.
And yeah, definitely. Because what's up?
And I don't know. I look, you want to see Anthony Davis on that post more, or on the block, in the post or on the block more. But I don't know if you can really do that with Westbrook out there.
Yeah,
I don't know how much of a liability he is. Or maybe have Anthony Davis on the block and then Russell Westbrook in the opposite corner, maybe. I don't know.
They should get add some more cut actions like do that. So like I don't know, do that. Put him on the block. Put Russ opposite corner. If the man just flies out off of Russ.
Russell Westbrook low-key could roll with that second unit. I forgot that they had Kendrick Nunn, THT, Dwight Howard. They do got a lot of bucket getters.
That's what I'm healthy.
Like healthy,
injury. Yeah, injury bearing. That's what I'm saying. That'd be a great idea if you staggered their minutes, right? We saw him do it. I bring this up all the time. We saw him do it with well, they didn't have a center, but I mean he's done it before. Is my thing. I mean he shared the ball with Harden. I mean when you play with Harden, you have to share the ball. That's just a fact. That you don't have a choice. That's a fact. And he had his best year of his career besides his MVP year. In my opinion, he had his best year of his career playing with James Harden. And James Harden is very
maybe they still just figuring him out, bro. I low-key don't believe in him. I did that from the start. Maybe they still. I just don't want to jump to a conclusion too quickly in 2 games. Because we've seen Westbrook have stats like this over 3 months. And then when April, March, and February come in this playoff time, he just starts carrying. Efficiently or not, he still gets them the win and got Washington. Then they got Washington to the play and into the playoffs.
And they started off bad. They were like,
despite him and Bradley Beal not being great defenders and him being injured and him playing inefficiently, he still found a way to do it. So I don't want to just count him out automatically, but I don't see how you pull this off. I'm not counting out LeBron James or Anthony Davis or Russell Westbrook being an MVP. I think if it's any team that Russell Westbrook would sacrifice for, it would probably be the Lakers.
I would agree too. I mean, for one, it's the LeBron factor, as you want to say, the Brady factor.
He's at home.
Huh?
He's at home.
At home. I mean, everything is falling into place. He's at home. This is the best chance to win a championship in his career, maybe, if you want to say, okay, fine. But one of the best chances, he's at home. LeBron, if anybody can, like, make players, bring the best out of players and get players to fit and buy in, it's LeBron. I mean, like, for Russ or LeBron?
To be honest, both.
Why
for just legacy's point of view, man, if this team was to make the finals and lost, I think it'd be over with for LeBron. And if they lose with Russell Westbrook, his legacy stock, although most people have maybe top 7 or 8 point guards, top 10 anymore. Like, no trolling or nothing.
10, Willis? That's deep, bro. 10?
Bruh.
That's a lot of guards. I would say
nobody else in the top 10 point guards have played with LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Bradley Beal, James Harden, Kevin Durant, Paul George, and have had multiple rosters built around them and still lost and came up short. Nobody else does this.
That's a fact, but I mean, you gotta look at context. When you just say that, yeah, but you gotta look at some context, bro. You gotta look at context.
What context is there? He's lost everywhere.
Paul George shit the bed 2 years in a row.
Playoff P.
He shit the bed.
We're not going to like Russ didn't do it either outside of that 140-point game in Utah.
45, nigga. 45.
Outside of that 45-point game, he sold 2. He lost 2.
No. Actually, he went 44. He went 45 back to back, and PG had 5. In game 6, he had 45. Yeah, I remember. In that game. That game 5, he had like 40 something. Yes, he went 40 back.
You cannot lose with all of these talents.
He's 2 for 16. And then the Portland series. Okay, they both played shitty.
Now that I think about it, if he loses this final, he would have played with 4 top 75 players ever in their primes, and lost. Bro, no one else has done that, bro.
KD, LeBron, Russ.
KD, LeBron, AD, and Harden.
Oh, that's 5. Wait.
I said Russ don't count. I said he would have played with 4 players from the top 75 NBA, top 75 players ever in their primes. Their primes, not later or when they're older. He would have lost with all of them.
Okay, but Willis, you gotta look at shit though. Look. We just looked at Paul George. Paul George was.
Think about it. We ain't even talking about how he blew a 3-1 lead.
Okay, we can go there. But if you want to be fair, KD was the number 1 option. So he gets most of the money. He fucking does, man. Yes, he does. He gets
Westbrook sold too.
What KD had a big part. He did, and you know he had a huge.
They both had a big part.
Well, yeah, but that's hand in hand.
I'm just saying if they lose, bro, both legacies. I don't want to say take a big hit because LeBron's gonna be number 2 regardless, whether he wins or loses at this point to most people at least.
I don't know. I feel as for LeBron. I mean, as I've been thinking, I mean, you are right. I mean,
it's hard, bro. I feel like it all depends on your what you think ranks you as the GOAT. In your own opinion, everybody's their own standards for it.
Because if he wins, people are just gonna say, well, he had Anthony Davis and Russ, plus a pretty solid supporting cast, and like they're gonna say Michael Jordan never had to play with an MVP or 2 MVP caliber players, and then if he loses, well, they could say that, but the same exact opposite. You lost with 2 MVP caliber players. You lost with 2 75.
Pretty much gonna be the meta, bro.
So,
but then at that point, I feel like you can make the argument if they do end up playing the Nets, and Kyrie comes back, you could probably make the argument that they're, I don't use the word even, but kind of even maybe.
Yeah, I would make the argument if
Kyrie comes back.
No, I was gonna say like if they. No, I'm gonna give the slight edge to Brooklyn, and this is why. Just because of the simple fact, we know that Kyrie, James Harden, and KD, they're a good fit. We don't really know if. Because
this team is deeper than people think, bro.
They're actually a great fit.
I don't even know how they beat the 76ers the other day, bro. I turned that game on, and it was like the third quarter, and it was down by like 18. And then I see later on Bleacher Report that they won by 4, and KD had a triple-double, bro.
Yeah, KD. He actually had actually kind of a rough shooting there. He had a hot like quarter or so.
I'm just saying, bro. They got a lot, bro. I think a lot of people are like not thinking about how good Patty Mills actually is. LaMarcus Aldridge is actually playing good. Paul Millsap is playing good.
Yeah, Marcus Aldridge had 18 and 10 against Philly.
I didn't even think he was gonna come back doing this, bro.
Me neither. And he hit the game. Harden broke down. Forgot who was guarding him. He broke somebody down it to LA. He got the and one.
Kyrie get back, they might be in trouble, bro. The league, to be honest with you, they might really just have the best offense ever. I think that's really possible.
I know they will have the best offense. I think. Didn't the Mavs? If I'm not, I don't want to say anything dumb, but didn't the Mavs like break an offensive record last year or the year before?
I don't remember. I remember them being the top 3
offensive rating or something like that.
I know what you're talking about. It sounds familiar.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Trying to get off this Lakers topic, man. You done slandering Westbrook?
Yeah, man. I think my heart hurt enough, man. Let's move it on. Let's push it.
You liked anything else from opening night?
Opening night. Let's see what games.
Opening night. Opening week. My bad.
Oh, I'm about to say opening week. Ooh, Jaylen Brown.
Anything to highlight? Oh yeah, that Celtics game.
Yeah, that was a fucking great game, bro.
Bro, if Tatum would have just showed up a little bit more, bro, they would have won that game, bro.
He shot 7
30.
30. And he had a rough game against the Raptors. Shout out to Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes looking tough.
He had 25.
Yeah. And then, Tatum.
That's what I was highlight, bro. All these youngsters is like hooping right now.
Low. Jalen Green had a tough few games. He was doing good before I cut it off.
I was on like first year, second year, third year players. They are hooping their asses off. Like Chris Duarte, or how do you pronounce it, Duarte, for the Pacers.
So is he a rookie? He's not a rookie.
He is a rookie. He's 24 or 23, 24-year-old rookie.
I'm not gonna lie.
I saw him because of his age. He pointed out to me, but I never watched him. He's from the Dominican Republic, I believe.
So he didn't go to college?
He did. He wasn't scouted heavily because he was older. Most teams want somebody younger, 18, 19, not somebody who's already 23.
So they picked him up undrafted, or did he get drafted?
He did. He was a lottery pick.
He was a lottery pick.
The Pacers selected him with their first-round pick.
From where?
I thought he was going to go to the Warriors. I don't know. I just know he's from the Dominican Republic. I didn't see him until draft night when they drafted him. I wasn't hip to him at all. But he's doing stuff. He was inefficient his last 2 games. But that opening night, he had 27? He shot 9 for 15.
Who they played? I don't know.
Who they played? Damn, the Pacers. I've been watching them too. That's a team that I've really been invested in. They lost to Miami. No, they beat Miami. They beat Miami in overtime last night, and then they last 2 games they lost by 1 back-to-back.
They lost to the Wizards.
That was the game Kuz had.
Oh, And they lost to LaMelo.
Yeah, they lost by one back-to-back. And although it wasn't as efficient his last 2 games, but just the fact that he has the confidence to shoot like that is crazy.
Yeah, he had 27, then he had 15. Last night, I don't know what he had.
I don't know if he'd be doing this if LeVert wasn't out. But he's doing it. But outside of him, I like a lot what Evan Mobley doing.
Oh, yeah, he balling.
He bringing it on both sides, even though the Cavs have like 30 people over the size of 7 foot.
Yeah, I hear word on the street is he wasn't scared to step out on Trae Young.
Oh, know.
Yeah.
You got it like that, bro. We got Evan Mobley in Cleveland. That's crazy, bro. That's something to be happy about here. I'm not even lying. It's looking like Colin Sexton's about to lose the starting spot.
Nah.
He's going to lose the starting spot, bro.
You think Garland going to move him out or Rubio?
Rubio, bro.
What would make you say that?
I'm just saying, bro. We all heard the 6-man rumors that his peak is being a 6-man of the year, bro. Rubio is balling, bro. It's a short. Oh shit! It's like it's only been 2 or 3 games, bro. Rubio's balling right now, bro.
They ain't gonna take Colin's spot, man. I don't
know. Why has Darius Garland been?
He got hurt. I don't know what he did. I know he got hurt. I'm gonna watch the Cavs tomorrow. I ain't got to a Cavs game yet. Like I said, I watched like the fourth quarter. Watched the fourth quarter yesterday, but I haven't watched the Cavs yet. Gotta see what Mobley about, man.
Charlotte's been good too. I like watching him. LaMelo really might be a superstar one day. I didn't think he'd be this far this quick.
You thought it was gonna be a buzz.
They still need a center, bro. That team's not winning without a center. I'm not.
You thought he was gonna be a buzz.
Yes, I did, bro.
L call, bro. That's an L call.
You are.
L call. I told you, LaMelo.
Killian Hayes was supposed to be with LaMelo.
You're Killian Hayes. I told you LaMelo was like that, and I told you he was gonna.
No, you didn't even know that. He was playing in fucking Australia. Didn't none of you know that? Y'all just. I've been watching LaMelo since he was a freshman at Hills.
I've been hip to LaMelo.
Bro, none of y'all knew that. None of y'all knew that it was gonna be this way.
Bro, you took an L, bro.
No, y'all just hopped on him because he was light skinned, bro. No one knew LaMelo was gonna be like this. He was playing in fucking what? Where does that have him playing?
The JBA.
The fucking JBA. You had him in the NBL and fucking in fucking Europe.
I knew he was like
Lithuania. Like he's playing in all these places where there's no real comp.
And it translated.
No, it didn't, bro. That's just y'all got luck.
He translated.
A dead clock is right twice a day, bro.
L take.
Killian Hayes is supposed to be what he is, bro.
Then you complain he can't shoot. Yeah, right, motherfucker. I told you.
He shot like 11% in Australia.
Well, he's shooting.
No.
He's shooting pretty good now. That's all I know. So.
That team needs the center, bro. Sabonis dropped like 33 on them. 33 and 15.
No, never mind. I was gonna say
they lost. Yeah, they lost that game. But Sabonis was eating. They need a big man. They need to do something about a big man. But they should have got DeAndre Jordan. They need a big man. Anything. The patience is going to be a problem. We was talking about it last spot, bro. That team is going to be a problem. Miles Turner dropped 40 like 2 games ago.
No, he just last night.
That was last night?
Yeah.
What was last night? That was 2 days ago, bro. Who did the Pacers just play? Yeah, it was last night, right? They played Miami.
Yeah, my boy Hero, he balling. My 6-man of the year pick. Let's go. My boy had 30.
Bro, I don't think that's going to last, bro. He's not doing that all season, bro.
He's leading the Heat in scoring right now, bro. Stop hating.
He's not going to be dropping 27 and 30 and 25 and all these big numbers all year.
He's a bucket. I told you he's going to win.
Bro, no, bro. Hey. Somebody's in the same fucking company as Luka and Trae. You will never be in the same company as them.
He was.
Get used to coming off the bench. Bro, he's not averaging 30 he's not averaging anything over 20 points, bro.
He can average like 17.
Bro, this is just the beginning of the year, bro.
He can average 17.
He's not winning 6-man of the year or nothing like that.
He could. He can average 17.
He's not going to.
Average like 15
last year. This is just the beginning of the year thing, bro.
Yeah, he's going to average 17.
You think he raw for scoring 27 on Milwaukee? An injured Bucks team?
That's a pretty good team. I think
they were injured.
The team just won the championship.
They were injured.
I think that team is pretty fucking good.
They were injured.
Drew Holiday. That's it. That's literally
Bobby
it, right?
Portis,
Bobby
Brooke
Portis.
Lopez. They're injured.
Brooke Lopez got hurt?
He was hurt then.
When did he get hurt? Practice?
I didn't watch that game, bro. After I saw they was getting killed by the second quarter, I was going to tune in the second half, and they was already getting killed.
When is DiVincenzo supposed to be coming back?
I don't know, bro. Yeah, he's out, too. And then you got fucking Jimmy Butler smiling at Grayson Allen like he hard. Like he didn't just get swept last year.
I told you the Heat are going to be a problem, bro.
No, they're not, bro. Kyle Lowry isn't even doing anything. It's just Tyler Hero chucking up shots off the bench.
I don't think he's been playing. Or he wasn't playing last night.
He played against the Bucks. He had like 8 points. Bro, I'm not taking them serious, bro, until they beat the Bucks healthy, bro.
All right, bro. They beat them healthy.
I just like all the youngsters. Then you have Portland Block.
Oh, yeah.
Except for the fact that Dame only scored 19 points and they blew out the Suns. I don't know what's going on with Devin Booker or Chris Paul. I don't know what's going on with the Suns as a whole. I just know they took that Lakers game personal after getting beat up by the Nuggets. I don't know what's going on in Phoenix. I've just been appreciating all the youngsters that's been hooping so far. That's who I've been really paying attention to.
My boy Book Knight, man.
We need to talk about Zion too, bro.
Oh, yeah, that's a great spontaneous topic. Zion is...
I don't know what's going on with him, bro. They're complaining about all the coaches and all his family's complaining, but he's not even here, bro. He's not here. He's injured. Well, he's been injured every year since he came into the league with something.
Yeah, it has something going on.
And it always has to do with his legs, his knees, his foot now. It's called, he needs to lose weight. You are 6'6" and you weigh over 300 pounds.
That nigga is fat. He's fat.
That's not normal, bro.
He's fat.
And I don't blame him for gaining weight because you can't do cardio if you have a fractured or broken foot. But, bro, whenever he comes back, it's probably going to take a month because whenever it does, he has to get into game shape. He needs to cut all that out, bro. He has to do what Joel Embiid did. He needs
what is he?
What?
What'd you say?
I was saying he needs to do what Joel Embiid did, bro. Joel Embiid eventually started taking his diet seriously and eventually started taking his training seriously because he saw he kept on getting injured from a younger age. He needs to do that and look into that. That's what he needs to do.
No, seriously. No,
before it's too late because he's 6'6" and 300 pounds.
They said he was north of 300 pounds. That's what I saw.
I saw that. That don't read, bro.
Dude. So let's say he's 305. He's 6'6". He's 305. And he's jumping around like he's fucking Derrick Rose in 2010. Bro,
I wouldn't have that much of a problem with him if he could play both, or he's been playing. I'm not saying he can't play defense, but I feel like due to the weight and how athletic he is, I feel like he uses a lot of his energy on offense. And on the defensive side of the ball, he just isn't what he was at Duke. And it could be because of the weight gain. It could be because of the offensive load being on him and Brandon Ingram. I don't know. But I just don't think that him and his family has the right to be complaining this early. It's been, 2-3 years? It's too early.
He still got to prove himself. For one, he needs to... I don't think he got to prove himself. He needs to prove he can stay on the court. Because we've seen what he could do when he's on the court. What did he average, 27 last year?
27 on great efficiency.
So, like...
I feel like if he was healthy all season and cut down on that weight, bro, he can average... I had him... Yeah, we talked about it. I had him as my scoring champion.
You say he was going to lead the league in scoring this year, yeah.
With great efficiency. And I think he can do it. He just needs to cut weight. And play smarter.
He needs a nutritionist or something, because...
It's a good thing they got Valanciunas. I'll applaud him. I hate that they lost Lonzo, but Valanciunas was a great pick. He dropped 20 against the Bulls even though they lost.
Yeah, he's not going to last, man. Bouncing around at 300 pounds.
I thought he was going to be a bust, too. Not a bust, but I thought he'd be out of the league in like 5 to 10 years because of his weight. I didn't think he was going to get 27 points a game on 60%.
His second year?
I didn't think he was going to do that.
Whew. Zion. Zion could...
The Pelicans, 0-2, 0-3 now? That's a team I'm disappointed in as a whole. But Zion isn't here, so it's kind of hard to judge them.
Zion, I think he could legit be like a top 5 player.
He can be. He just needs to do something with his weight, bro.
Zion. That's crazy. He could, yeah.
Then I was thinking about it, like, I used to say, like, players had an excuse not to be playing both sides of the ball, but after seeing Giannis and how he plays, bro, there's no more excuses. What is that, bro? What you trying to say?
Let me fucking go.
About the MVP and DPOY?
He's not the MVP for one.
You're a hater, bro.
Jokic is.
You're a hater.
2, he's not the defensive player of the year anymore. Gobert is. 3, what do you mean you don't give an excuse? Because you're just saying that because it's Giannis. Why don't you get an excuse not to play defense?
Zion Williamson is like 23 years old. He's not old. He is just out of shape. If he was LeBron James' age, Kevin Durant's age, shit, you can even be Kyrie or James Harden's age.
Yeah, okay,
bro,
how about it?
He is 22 or 23, playing one side of the ball due to his weight.
How about that? So, do you think he's still going to lead the league in scoring this year?
I think it's possible when he comes back, yeah. I think it's very possible. I'm not giving up on him. I think it's something they need to take care of and do before it's too late. Yeah. Before he gets a real injury because of his weight. Because he jumps and he's real athletic. But I just don't know how your knees and legs and feet can keep on getting 300 pounds off the ground and landing with that.
That's not normal. He needs to drop to at least 275 or 275 would be decent.
Who else been good so far this week? I feel like I'm forgetting some team that's obvious.
PG been nice, but he
dropped 41 and lost.
They 0-2 though.
Bruh, the Warriors is not supposed to be. Bruh, Steph Curry is not winning MVP, bruh.
He could, man.
He's not.
I picked AD.
He's not. His time is supposed to be up by now, bro. He's not supposed to be doing this. There's no Klay Thompson.
Steph was right there with it. I picked AD.
Be doing that, bro.
I think Steph probably Steph gonna be a finalist. I think the finals gonna be AD, Steph in that third spot.
The MVP.
Yeah, the third spot is gonna be miscellaneous. Probably Giannis.
I'm forgetting something. Like some good ass game or something that we haven't talked about.
Yeah, me too.
Luka hasn't been too good this season. He had a good game yesterday, though. I think
he had a triple double. I don't think we're missing nothing. Let me think. Let me look.
That's what I'm looking at right now. Scotty Barnes has been amazing too. Just this whole rookie class has been good. Scotty Barnes, Chris Duarte, Evan Mobley, they've all been good.
Yeah, I want to see it's making me anxious trying to see what Cade.
Yeah, I want to see Cade hurry up and come back. He's injured. Jalen Grant, I'm not pessimistic about him at all because it's only been 2 or 3 games, and we kind of saw this from Anthony Edwards last year, being crazy, inefficient, but putting up points. Just the point, he has to just keep that confidence and keep on shooting.
Yeah.
But now everybody's about to be as confident as Anthony Edwards. He think he's the best at everything at this point.
Yeah, he do. That man been balling. He had 25 the other night, I think. Jalen Green.
Is the Timberwolves undefeated?
Yeah, they 2-0.
I like how D'Angelo Russell was accepting that third role. I thought he was going to come back expecting to be that second option again. He's accepting best player on that team.
You called a Timberwolves game? I ain't caught one yet.
I didn't catch one, but I watched a couple of highlights. They played the Pelicans yesterday. And that's when Valanciunas had 20 and 17. Brandon Ingram had 30. And yeah, Russell had 12 and he hit a game-clinching shot. Karl Anthony Towns had 25. D'Angelo Russell had 19. And now, this team has a lot of people that I really do mess with, like Jaden McDaniels and Josh Okogie. Just defensively, they're showing up. They're here. I think that the Timberwolves need more depth. Because outside of their starting 5 as of right now, I don't think it cuts.
Yeah, they definitely could sneak. Like we said last week, they definitely could sneak in that.
Did I have them on a playing spot? I had Sacramento.
In Minnesota.
Yeah, I did. I did have them. I had the Pelicans and I had the Grizzlies not making it. They can make it.
Yeah.
They start off like this every year. Oh, that's who I'm forgetting. Another youngster I've been messing with is Davion Mitchell. Even though Sacramento, that was a terrible draft pick just because they already have 2 point guards. He's locking stuff up, and he's locking up actual players, bro. It's crazy.
He sat on Dame. He sat on Dame. Something like
Donovan Mitchell.
He sat on Donovan Mitchell.
Davion Mitchell was actually clamping people.
They call him off night. when you're getting guarded by him, you're having an off night. That's his nickname, off night.
These young players are going off. Jaden McDaniels is doing good. He wasn't doing nothing offensively, but he had like 4 blocks, 3 steals. These youngsters is going at it, bro. I like to see that. The league's in good hands, hopefully.
Yeah, this class stacked. Just youngsters, period. Like, not like even these last few class, like the 19. I like. Yeah, I liked. What class did I like? What's a recent class you liked? I'm trying to think. I like that 18 class.
That's Trey and them?
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. Outside of Marvin Bagley being in that top 3, I like that class a lot.
That was horrible. Does he even play?
Well, no, that's nothing we have to talk about. He's out of the rotation as a whole. He doesn't come off the bench. He doesn't start. He is not an active player for the Sacramento Kings.
He's a DMP now.
Yes. He wants to get traded, though. We don't know, bro. He has offense. He just has no defense, and he's a big man, which is a big problem. He got offense, though. It's just not much you can do with somebody who's 6'10", 6'11", and has no defense.
Yeah, you got to be able to.
And then at that, they should have just traded him. They said they were going to trade him last year. The problem was that he didn't have trade value. So now they're not playing him at all. And how are you going to get trade value out of a player that's not playing?
Yeah.
That's just the Kings organization as a whole, though. He called him out.
Well, if they want to trade him, maybe they should play him and try to help his value because they ain't like they're playing for anything.
At this rate, they're not going to get anything for him. He's going to be a restricted free agent next season. He's probably not going to get no real offers from anybody. If you ask me, he should just get traded to a team that's rebuilding, like either the Spurs or the Thunder or a team like that, and just take a second-round pick for him and call it a day.
Yeah.
Tatum got 30.
Yeah, Jalen Green got
23.
Yeah, playing good.
Okay, Jalen. After back-to-back 9-point games.
Yeah,
the Hornets beat the Nets today.
They did beat the Nets.
The Nets need The Nets need big man. That's what it
James
is.
James Harden is playing horrible. That's what it is.
15 points. KD had 38.
Yeah, 38. James Harden had 18. He shot like bad.
Oh yeah, I remember Miles Bridges.
He had 30. He had 30 other night too.
Yeah, back-to-back 30 games.
Yeah.
He was dominating them. The Nets need some defense in the paint as well.
Yeah, they got no paint. I don't know. Claxton seemed decent, but
I was thinking about that too with James Harden. Not to cut you off, but James Harden, I don't want to come off and say anything or criticize him at all yet because it's still early. But hasn't he done it? Didn't he do this in Houston before where he started off slow? People started talking about him, saying he's not that. Then he turned up and averaged like 32, 33 points a game.
Yeah, he did last year. Well, what's the last year?
No,
last year he came out of opening night and dropped like 44 and 11.
I think it was the year before they got Chris Paul.
Probably. Yeah. But yeah, man. I don't know.
Sorry, bro.
It's a rough start. One thing I noticed, them free throws going down though.
Ooh, James Harden for everybody.
Yeah. Him and Trae Young is going down. Trae Young is struggling.
Hater, bro.
Trae Young, he is. Trae Young struggling. He can't get a bucket now. He's struggling. He is, man. Trae Young struggling. I have to adjust to this. This ain't normal.
You're a hater, bro. That's all this is. That's your hating.
I'm a realist. That's what I am.
No, all right, bro.
I'm a realist.
But Russell Westbrook is an all-star caliber player.
I don't think that's controversial at all.
When's the last time he made an all-star game?
The year before last.
He's still an all-star?
Is he?
No.
Well,
he's not making it this year.
I don't think all-star appearances make you an all-star because Ben Simmons made the all-star team over Trae Young. You can't tell me he's not better than Trae Young.
Trae Young's an all-star caliber player.
But is he better than Ben Simmons? Is he better than Ben Simmons?
As of right now.
Oh my God, bro.
Ben Simmons isn't playing, bro.
Is he better than Ben Simmons?
As of right now.
Did he have a better season than Ben Simmons last year?
In the regular season?
Yeah, in the regular season. And we know he did in the playoffs.
No, Ben Simmons was the first seed. Atlanta was the 14th.
They lost. What are you talking about?
Bro, I said in the regular season, not the playoffs.
He had Embiid.
Bro, y'all think Trae Young doesn't have a bunch of solid players? DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, Clint Capella, Kevin Huerter, Cam Reddish. He had Chris Dunn off the bench.
The question is, who's better, Trae Young or Ben Simmons?
Last season, in the regular season, Ben Simmons.
It was. No, it was not. It was Trae. That doesn't mean shit. And you know it. Okay, so Donovan Mitchell was better than Giannis?
They're in two different conferences, bro.
Okay, well, he had the first seed in the harder conference. So why isn't he better than Giannis?
Bro, you know why he's not better than Giannis, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Of course. Next, it is the same. Next topic.
Don't try next topic. What the fuck do you think you are?
Next topic. Come on.
What do you think you are, bro?
Next topic.
Chill on Ben Simmons, though, man. I'm just trying to show him some love, bro.
As a matter of fact, that's the next topic. I'm declaring the next topic. Ben Simmons is the next topic. Is he playing or is he not playing?
You've been hard on Ben Simmons, bro. You can't show Ben Simmons no love, bro. You couldn't even say he's better than Trae, bro. He's been going through a lot, bro.
Trae. I'm not about to
Ben Simmons might watch this podcast and feel some type of encouragement. You just threw that shit down the drain, bro. Is he gonna play? He doesn't have a choice, bro. Ben Simmons doesn't.
What you mean no choice?
Bro, he has no leverage, bro. You don't, bro. Daryl Morey has made it abundantly clear that they will wait the 4 years. If this takes years, it takes years. You don't have a choice, bro. You didn't went back to them. You didn't hug Embiid. You didn't did all this stuff. You didn't apologize. Like, this is my mental health. It's just, bro, you finally took acceptance for what you did. You already went back on your word. If Kyrie can keep his word, why can't you?
If who can keep their word?
If Kyrie can keep his word and stand up for what he believes in, why couldn't he? Because once they started taking money, he wanted to come back. Don't make sense, bro. He doesn't have
he has leverage?
No, he has zero leverage at this point.
So you don't think Daryl Morey? I think Morey is bluffing.
No team is going to break their necks to get Ben Simmons anymore. I don't think Daryl Morey is going to give him away for nothing.
I think he's bluffing, bro.
Ain't nobody finna keep on leaving millions. What? He just started that 4-year contract. It's like 160, 180 million. Bro, no one's gonna leave over 100. He's not gonna go 3 or 4 years without playing, bro.
Wait, so okay, let's just say he waited a year and a half and he just sat because he didn't want to play and he didn't get traded. They wouldn't have to pay him.
No, they're holding his money. They're doing it right now. They didn't pay him, but eventually the league will do something about it, bro. If it goes by a year and nothing has happened, the league's stepping in and suspending him. You cannot sign a contract for 4 years and not play anything.
That's what I was so baffled on, how he just sat and was just like,
he's gonna end up ruining it for everybody. That's what I think. He's gonna ruin it for everybody.
So why don't you think he got leverage?
He just doesn't, bro. No team wants him. No one's gonna break their neck for him. And I feel like Daryl Morey is going to stick on this.
You think so?
Yes. Because you have Joel Embiid. I feel like after this 4-year contract, or maybe after 5 or 6 years of Joel Embiid, he's going to be out of his prime. Maybe even by the end of his 4 years, with the injuries that he can get, and how injury-prone he is, he may be out of his prime or maybe not be the Joel that he is. So I feel like he's just trying to get the most out of Joel as he can before stuff hits the fan. So no, I don't think he's bluffing. He's not going to trade them for a bunch of bench players or a bunch of role players. You're not going to beat the Bucks, the Heat, or the Nets with Joel Embiid and a bunch of role players. Unless Tyrese Maxey somehow becomes some type of all-star, is not happening. Tobias Harris is not about to become any type of all-star. Andre Drummond is not about to become anything.
Well, I wouldn't say Tobias Harris is a role player.
Not a role player, but I say he's not going to be an all-star caliber one. He's not going to be good enough to be the second option on a championship team is what I'm trying to say. They don't have that. And you're not getting that from a trade with Ben Simmons at this point. They don't want Kyrie Irving. Nobody really does at this point. He's another person that people are kind of skeptical about getting. You're not getting Dame. Dame's already made it abundantly clear he's staying in Portland probably for the rest of his career. You can get Norman Powell probably. I don't think they can even get CJ McCollum for Ben Simmons anymore. After all this stuff that Ben Simmons has done and showing that once something happens that he doesn't like and he isn't accepting his behaviors or the actions or him just not getting better as a player and basically going down since being a rookie, nobody's going to want that. You're not getting CJ McCollum for that.
I think he kind of fucked himself up with all this sitting out.
And even if they was to trade him, it'd probably be to the worst situation that they could even think of at that point. If it's going to be the one where the 76ers cannot compete for a title anymore because Ben Simmons don't want to be there, I cannot see them not doing something petty or bitter back. Like sending him somewhere like, not Minnesota, he probably wants to go to Minnesota, but somewhere like maybe Orlando.
and just saying fuck it and just getting anything.
Yes. Because at that point, that's all you're gonna get, bro. No organization wants a player that once things go bad that he's gonna act like that. That's just my opinion, though. If I was an organization, I wouldn't want it. Somebody who's willing to sit and lose money based off of them not being able to shoot a shot. Or even, you saw that report about him possibly faking, what was it, COVID?
Yeah, he faked the COVID
just
protocol.
Stuff like that, bro.
Because he didn't want to play Game 7 or something like that, yeah.
I think it's a tough situation. I feel like Philly has all the leverage. And he's eventually going to play because nobody's about to sit out for that long. And if he doesn't play, the NBA is eventually going to step in and it's going to affect everybody.
I'm not going to lie. What he was trying to do, he was trying to fuck Philly up by not sitting. So like they would have to move him and get some bullshit.
Basically, just sabotaging practices and stuff.
Yeah, like so they would hurry up and move. He was hoping that they'd just move him.
It didn't do anything but make it worse.
Huh?
It didn't do anything but make it worse.
It flipped. It's making it worse on him now, in a way, because now he kind of, like you said, he kind of has to play. He kind of has to play now. If he still wants to get traded, he has to go out and play, and not only play, he has to play.
At least
I think he has to get better. He has to show that he's gotten better. Which he probably has.
About his mental issues, he needs to go see a sports psychologist about shooting. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah, he has to play. Not only play, he has to show that he's improved since his postseason mishap, I like to call it. He tried to mess up Philly by basically making them trade him for nothing. But in reality, they're not buying it. They're not calling his bluff. They're sitting off this.
He's gonna come. He doesn't have a choice anymore.
Didn't he just pop up a few weeks ago? He just popped up at their practice. Apparently Elton Brand didn't know or anything. He just said, "Hey, I'm here," and then he practiced. Then he got kicked out of practice.
Practicing with his phone and his jogging pants.
He said it was a practice jersey. It looked like a phone.
Yeah, and then the next practice he got kicked out. I don't know what he's doing, bro.
He's messing himself.
Nobody else has done this outside of Kyrie, and he forced his way out of Cleveland. But when Kawhi did it to San Antonio, it was a justifiable reason, and it worked. And he was going to be a free agent next year. He didn't have a choice. When Anthony Davis did it, they didn't have a choice. He had a player option next year. He's under contract for over 1,000 days.
Yeah. Like you said, if this was his last year, and like he was going to be a free agent next year, and they were like saying, "Oh, we got to trade him before he just goes in free agency and leaves us for nothing," then Ben could have like pulled this BS that he's pulling out. But like Anthony Davis, but people compare it to Anthony Davis, but Anthony Davis wasn't that bad. I mean, all he did was wear the shirt.
It's not the same, bro. I didn't blame Anthony Davis for doing that. He played his heart out. He did everything he could for New Orleans, got him to the playoffs. Ben Simmons has done nothing but sabotage Philadelphia and their chances to make the finals.
No cap.
Maybe if he could have shot when they had Jimmy Butler, although that was Brett Brown's fault back with coaching. Maybe if he would have even improved that year, they could have made the finals and won a ring. Then it would have been justifiable if he wants to leave. But he didn't. If anything, he's held them back and it's gotten worse every single year or stagnated every single year.
Like you said, he didn't fulfill anything. Anthony Davis fulfilled more than they deserved. He, like you said, he's kind of holding them back, and then he turns around and says, "Trade me."
Although I do kind of feel for Ben Simmons, though. Although I don't really appreciate him doing this after all the things he has done. Basically, I don't really like using the word sabotage, but not improving or getting better. They did throw him under the bus.
Yeah.
Joel Embiid said he didn't care about it anymore, or care about Ben in general at the I'm surprised he even came back after that. But referring to that playoff series, Joel and Doc Rivers did throw him under the bus.
Yeah, they did. They got a part in it too.
Which makes me, I feel like it's justifiable for him wanting to be out of there and wanting to trade, but I don't justify sitting out. Especially when it's your fault.
Yeah, you at least play it out, I think. But now, like you said, he's probably gonna have to, because
he doesn't have a choice.
Don't seem like teams is jumping at the bid for Ben Simmons.
And even if he did come back and played good, it's not like Philly would trade him. If Ben Simmons come back shooting, Philadelphia is not trading that. They're not trading. No, they're not trading Ben Simmons with a jump shot.
Yeah, that would be.
That wouldn't make any sense.
It wouldn't.
Even if Ben Simmons went out at that point, I don't think they'd trade him. They might be able to win a ring if Ben Simmons can shoot.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of keeping players who don't want to be there. I just think that
for the locker room.
Yeah, like
he's gonna have to deal with it. Kobe didn't want to be with the Lakers 1 year. Instead, the rest of his career didn't have a choice.
We talking about 1 year. Well, yeah, he did. Yeah,
he didn't have a choice to sign the contract. Ben Simmons is in the same situation, bro. You did that to yourself. Posting these workout videos every single year, like you're gonna start shooting, having the whole world fooled. And you come out and you do the same thing every single year.
Yeah, he kind of. Man, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, if he comes out balling, they're probably not just gonna just trade that.
I blame Philadelphia too, bro. They made all this a little bit too public. I feel like this trade could have been flawlessly done if it was all under wraps. If Joel didn't say what he did, if Ben didn't come out saying he wanted to be traded after what Joel and Doc said, including what Doc said, I just feel like it could have been done flawlessly. We could have had a trade done by now.
Yeah, if the media didn't get involved, yeah, it probably could have been sped up.
And then Ben Simmons doing all this, making his value lower, didn't help at all. Because Daryl Morey is an experienced general manager. He's not going to just ship him off for pennies. He knows how the league works.
Yeah.
He was the closest one to beating the Warriors with Kevin Durant.
Yeah. Yeah, Ben Simmons, he's kind of taking an L. He's probably going to have to end up playing.
He's going to play.
Right, yeah.
Let me see. Who do you have for your... we couldn't look at the NBA 75 controversy.
Oh, yeah.
How you feel about Kyrie not being on the list, man? And them saying that he was on the list and the NBA took him out because of vaccine reasons.
So is that true?
I don't know. People are posting it now.
I don't think
when you look up... I looked it up and it did pop up. When you look up NBA 75 Kyrie Irving, that screenshot that Kylan showed in the group chat wasn't fake.
But was it by someone credible?
No, it was by NBA.com.
Really?
If you look up NBA 75 Kyrie Irving, I'll put it up on screen.
That's crazy, man. I hope they ain't do that. If they did that, that's wild. That's real wild.
NBA 75 Kyrie Irving. Yeah, NBA 75 Kyrie Irving, Brooklyn Nets, NBA.com.
That's wild, bro. That's wild. That's wilder than wild, actually. I lied. That is wild.
They took it down. If you look it up, it's still there. But once you press on it, it's not there anymore.
How do I feel? I mean, like he wasn't the problem for me. It was Dwight Howard.
Kyrie doesn't belong either way, though. We can talk about Dwight Howard, though. I feel like Dwight Howard belongs in there. I think he should have been on there more than Anthony Davis is on there or Reggie Miller is on there.
I mean, he was easily the best center in basketball, the best big man in basketball for what, 6 years at least, 6, 7 years from 2004 to 2011-ish, maybe. He got a not good Orlando team to the finals. They get swept. I think they won one. They won a game. He was not only was he arguably the best big man. I mean, he was the best big man. He was arguably the best player in the NBA at that time.
Had defense too, 3-time DPO.
He was a 3-time defensive player of the year. He made 5 all-defense teams. He was an All-NBA 8 times.
8-time All-Star.
8-time All-Star.
It's basically that Anthony Davis resume, except for he led his team to the finals and has 3 DPOYs. He should be a top 75 player. I do understand the argument that he did bounce from team to team to team. Like after that one season with the Lakers, it was with Houston for like 2. Went to Atlanta, went to Charlotte, went to Washington, went to the Lakers. Where did he play last year?
Philly.
Back to the Lakers. He's getting passed around like a blunt, but I don't think that should just erase all he did for those 8 or 10 years in Orlando.
Yeah, I think him being bounced around. I think that's the most recent image of Dwight Howard.
He should be top 75. Kyrie Irving is not a top 75 player, whether he was on the list originally or not. He's not top 75. He's a what? How many times is he? He had 3-time All NBA.
and he never's been first.
His second team was 2-time All-NBA third team. How many All-Star games has he been to?
Like 7, I think.
The 1 year was the best player on the team that made the playoffs. They got bounced in the first round to the same team that they beat in 7 the year before without him.
Yeah.
The same exact Bucks team. It doesn't make sense.
Second round, but still bad.
He's always injured. The last 5 years? Last 5 years in the playoffs, he's been injured 4 of them.
Outside of.
And then that's that. His intangibles, especially with this whole COVID stuff going on and not getting vaccinated, his intangibles is getting lower and lower and lower and lower. And he's becoming a liability without it even being on the court. The liability is what he is off the court.
Outside of his career with LeBron, I mean, look at it. What has he? I don't want to undervalue Kyrie, but what has he done?
But
then I feel like
it all comes down to what you value in this list, like what the NBA voters is valuing. Is it all skill, or is it accolades, or how much is it? Because if we're talking all skill, I think he's the top 10 or 20 skillful player ever. But when it comes to accolades and intangibles and all these things that come into play, I don't know what Kyrie Irving is. He might not even be top 100.
I feel it should be balanced out like evenly. Like he's top 100 now. He got
and even then, I feel like it's not that drastic to say he's not top 100 because his career isn't over. Majority of these 75 players or 100 players we're talking about, they've played. Their careers are gone. Kyrie Irving is like 30. He's in the league like 10 years maybe.
But his career not over, so he could do more things.
Yeah, he can do more things. So I don't think it's drastic to say he's not top 75 or top 100 because he's only 30. Most players that are on this list played until they was 33, 34, 35. He still has years to catch up with them. I'm not saying that he can't. I just think right now he is not there. Same with Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson is not top 75. Klay Thompson...
I think Klay Thompson has a better resume than Kyrie Irving.
How?
Well, they got the same amount. For one, he has 3 championships.
True. Second, third best player.
They both were the second best player. So if you want to go that route,
but that was only for 1 ring, though. Both second best for 1 ring. He was like third, fourth fiddle. Well, third fiddle. I ain't gonna say Draymond was better than him.
He had KD. Okay. Well, either way, they both was second option for 1 and 1, and he played a huge part in the 3 and the other 2, and then. Well, if you just want to go resume, they have just about the same All-Star appearances, don't they? What, Klay probably has 5? Kyrie has 7?
Klay Thompson has a couple All-NBA selections, too.
They both have the same amount of All-NBA selections, I'm sure. Because Kyrie has nothing but 3.
He has 3. I think Klay Thompson has 3, too.
So, like...
Klay Thompson has 2. He has 2 All-NBA selections. He has 1 All-Defensive Team selection, 3-time champion, 5-time All-Star.
If you match that up to Kyrie's, I would say I would low-key get a nod to...
I feel like Kyrie Irving is better than... Kyrie isn't even 30, bro, no. It's not drastic to say he's not top 75. It's not even 30.
Why you keep saying that, though? What do that... Why you keep saying that?
Because his career isn't over. You don't start falling off until most people who live at this rate... Kyrie may not fall off until he's 34 or 35, and then at that, his game isn't really purely based off of athleticism. We see Jamal Crawford still doing Jamal Crawford things, whether it's in the NBA or not. Kyrie will always be flashy. He will always have handles. He will always have a jump shot. He may not be able to attack the rim as efficiently once he gets to the 34, 35, 36, but he's only 29. He has 4 or 5 years of being a top 15 player in this league left.
He definitely gonna be top 100, though. He gonna make that 100.
He probably will. I'm not saying he won't. He might even be top 60 one day. But he's 29. Kyrie Irving is young still, and people was getting upset about it.
Yeah. I was more upset with Dwight. But who we talking about? Klay? Oh. I don't know who resume. I mean, what? He has 2 more.
Kyrie got 1 ring, 7-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA, 50-40-90 Club, Rookie of the Year. I don't think Klay Thompson top 75. Me personally, You're playing.
If you want to just go off resume, line up resume for resume, who got the better resume? I would say Kyrie is the better player. You think Kyrie?
I think he has the better resume. Considering, no, I can't even say considering who he's played with.
Look who Clay played with.
Yeah, Clay though did play with a DPOY. He played with the greatest. He played with 2 top 15 players of all time.
So yeah, you can't really say that. So
and then the 1 year in the finals where he was doing stuff, Steph was the obvious second guy. He tore his ACL.
Yeah, KD got hurt. So
me personally, I still would say I think Kyrie's higher than Klay Thompson. That's just my personal opinion, though. Klay Thompson is an amazing 6'7", 3-and-D wing, and he did show you be the second or third best player on the championship team. And you can insert Klay into any lineup and not have a problem. There's not a team that Klay Thompson will not come onto and help.
That's a fact.
He
doesn't need the ball.
I don't think he's top 75, though, bro. It's been 75 other players that was the first option for their team that made the playoffs. I'm pretty sure it's been 75-plus players that's been an All-NBA selection more than 2 times. I don't think rings tell the full story when you play with Kevin Durant and Steph Curry. I mean, he was the second best player on the team that won 73 games, but outside of that one season, when was he ever the second best player on the championship team other than 2015 and 2016? Outside of that, he's been injured, which is another young career. Klay Thompson is what, 30, 31?
Like 31, yeah.
How old is Klay? Their careers aren't over with. I think people just are taking it too seriously. Yeah, Klay's 31. Their careers isn't over. These players' careers are done with and over with. Their resumes are complete. Theirs are not. Klay and Kyrie maybe have 5 to 7 years left in this league, possibly. If you tell me in 5 or 7 years that they still won't be over Reggie Miller, I'd have a hard time believing it. Considering Reggie Miller is only like a 3-time All-NBA.
Took him to the finals.
Even then, he's sold. Reggie Miller is a sellout. 1 for 16 is wild.
Wait, what game was that?
Game 1. 1 for 16.
They get swept that year?
They lost in 6 to the Lakers.
Really? They gave him a push.
Then at that, he didn't even average the most points per game on his team, though. He was second, though. I ain't going to be too picky about it. I think that was Jalen Rose's rookie year.
Did they have Ron Artest?
It was Jalen Rose's rookie year. Let me see. Pacers.
What year was that?
2000.
Oh.
I'm just saying, bro, in 5 to 7 years, if Kyrie and Klay isn't over Reggie Miller or some of these other players, I don't know what to say. I think they will be, though. I just think it's the fact that they're young in their careers is not over with. It's not complete. We're comparing somebody's complete resume to someone who's just not. There's both is still in the middle of their prime, especially Kyrie. 29 years old is wild.
Yeah, that's actually really, really, really young. Really.
It's not over with for him.
Well, I don't know. Considering Kyrie, though, he might drop off like at 32. No lie.
It's still possible. Even with that being said, let's say that 32 gives him 3 years. Those 3 years he's playing with Kevin Durant and James Harden. You cannot tell me that he's not going to win 1 or 2 more rings.
Yeah.
And he's a 50, 40, 90 club member. He's one of the only 3 players to average more than 25 points per game and be a part of that club. I think it's possible for him to be top 75. Even if he did start dropping off at 32, I still think he can do it. I don't think it's too late. Klay Thompson, on the other hand, I don't think he'll make the list or the pay. I don't see him coming back the same, outside of just being a sharpshooter.
Defensively, I think he's probably going to be altered, but I think he's still going to average like 20 or 18-ish. Because he's still going to shoot the lights out, but I don't know if he's going to be able to check Dame Lillard anymore, or who else in the West? Ja Morant, who else? Who else in the West? Ja, Dame.
PG, LeBron James, he's guarding him. He's not guarding.
Yes, LeBron. He has check.
Kawhi, PG, Dame.
Jamal Murray.
B.I.
Murray. Yeah, I don't know. That's going to be tough. He tore his Achilles, then turned around and tore his ACL, then turned around and tore his Achilles. Yeah, and it was different legs?
Yeah.
Or what?
It was 2 different legs. Both legs.
Yeah, that's gonna be rough.
I don't see him coming back being a top 75 player ever. I mean, he could be. I don't think it was that drastic. I'm saying that he wasn't. I think it's pretty dry. I think Kyrie will make the list eventually because he's so young. But Klay Thompson, I'm not really sure about. I don't know if he has it in him to win any more All NBA selections or be a top 3 or 5 shooting guard anymore. We'll have to see. And even if he is, Klay Thompson's going to be 32. And by the time he comes back, he'll be 2 months away from being 32. How long do we have until we start seeing Klay Thompson start to fall off? Realistically.
2-3 years, I would say.
So 2-3 years of a Klay Thompson after he tears his Achilles and ACL. I don't know what that's going to look like. I don't know what they will have. I don't even know if the Warriors with Klay Thompson is even good enough to beat teams like the Lakers or even make it to the finals and win against the Milwaukee Bucks. So even if that is the case, is he going to guard Chris Middleton? Is he going to guard Drew Holiday? Is he going to guard Giannis? He's not going to guard any of those players. He isn't going to be able to guard anybody in Brooklyn if Golden State did win the West. He's not going to stop Kyrie. He's not going to stop James Harden. He's not going to stop Kevin Durant. He's not even going to stop anybody on the Heat at that point.
I was about to say, can he even stop Jimmy Butler if they play them? I don't know about that.
But I don't know. That's assuming if he comes back and he can't play defense. I mean, like John Wall can never really, I don't say never, but John Wall is not playing defense no more after tearing, what was his ACL, or his Achilles and meniscus, or was his Achilles and ACL?
Towards Achilles, I don't know about the other one.
It was either he tore his Achilles and MCL or Achilles and meniscus or Achilles and ACL, whichever one it is. He isn't playing defense like how he was. Kevin Durant's just big and fast.
I mean, if you want to say PG, but my thing about PG was he never. When he got injured, he didn't reach his prime yet, so he was on the verge. He was getting better anyway.
Dang, so. PG did break his leg. Oh my god!
Came back MVP vote. That's underlooked. He came back.
I've seen another post, and I'm not really familiar with Tracy McGrady's prime, so I don't really have a comment on it. You see it too? PG is better than Tracy McGrady's.
What'd you say?
They say PG is better than peak McGrady's, and PG peak is better than peak Carmelo's. And I just don't know how I feel about it.
Oh, I was gonna say I had Tracy McGrady up for discussion about not making
top 75.
Yeah. But going to your topic, Paul George. No, I'm taking Melo all day. Once again, people are prisoner of the moment, forgetting who Melo was 6-7 years ago, and PG, was it PG T-Mac?
Yeah, PG T-Mac, PG Melo.
I think I'm taking T-Mac on that one too. I don't know, man. T-Mac was a monster. He never could win.
Tracy McGrady is top 75 all time, bro. That don't read.
He's an All-Star 7 times. He led the league in scoring twice.
He's a 7-time All-NBA. 2-time All-NBA first team. I'm going to say 5 people off that list didn't even do.
Yeah, that's right.
He did sell out a lot in the playoffs, though. I will give him that. He was a terrible playoff performer. When he wasn't terrible, his teammates was injured.
Yeah, y'all was dealing with some injuries, doing it.
He played pretty bad, though, in a lot of these playoff series. He didn't get out of the first round majority of his career. That was the thing. And then he played with the Spurs, didn't get no minutes, made it out, and still lost. Yeah. He's top 75.
He made it, or he didn't make it?
Made what? The list? No, he didn't make it. He's not a top 75 all-time player.
I would probably put him over.
And I don't want to just keep on pointing out Reggie Miller because he's the obvious one for y'all that love Reggie Miller out there. But he's just the easiest to point. He's an All-NBA player 3 times, and he was third team.
That's surprising me though, because Miller was a beast. That's surprising.
He played with a bunch of good shooters. Jordan, Clyde. I know I'm forgetting a bunch of names right now. Sidney Moncrief was back in.
Did they count Wilkins?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Dominique Wilkins, he was shooting guard. He played in the air with a lot of dominant guards.
Yeah. Not to mention
Kobe, GP. Damn,
he played with Kobe. He did play with Kobe. God damn. Yeah, he was just in a bad. He's gonna be like how. Who's in that situation now? I think he's gonna be.
Dame.
He's kind of like how Ja Morant is.
Dame.
Well, Dame kinda. What's up, Sean? Dame Dame kind of get recognition though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, when we look back in history, like, if our kids look back at Dame, they might not think he's top 75 all the time because they didn't watch him. He didn't win anything. He didn't do anything but lose. I don't want to say anything but lose like that, but he lost often in the playoffs.
Yeah,
but it's more so who he went against. And again, he's playing in an era with he went against Kyrie in his prime. No, that's bad example. Steph Curry, all NBA selections may be taken from him for Curry. Russell Westbrook, all-time selections may be taken for Westbrook. James Harden's a point guard now. Selections may be taken for James Harden. LeBron James counts as a point guard now. They're there.
Yeah, he might be overlooked. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, he might be overlooked.
Is Russell Westbrook really top 75 all time?
Oh my god. Yes, that's not a question. Come on, man. 11-time All-Star. Don't do that. 9-time All-NBA. 2 being first team.
Like, I don't know, man.
3 being second, I believe. 4 third, something like that. Like, no, 5 second.
Like, I just don't know, man.
Come on, man. MVP.
What has he done in the playoffs? Look at his efficiency. Look at his turn. All these years, he's averaging the league. He's a leader in assists, while he's also the league leader in turnovers. His usage rate is crazy. It's just, is he really top 75?
Yes, that's not a question.
Is he?
Don't fucking troll me, bro.
That's not trolling.
Is Giannis top 75? How about that?
Yes.
Is Giannis?
Yes.
Why?
Back-to-back MVP, DPOY, Finals MVP. Who else to score 50 in a closeout game?
Bob Pettit.
That's it. Yes, don't try Giannis. Giannis is going to be in top 20.
I thought he was going to be top 10. What happened to that?
He will be. He's just for sure. He's a top 20 lock.
Well, yeah, you want to be safe because you're scared.
Giannis going to be in top 5 for real, bro. So chill.
Russ is top 30.
No. You're not about to do this, bro. No, he's not, bro.
Okay, like top 40.
No, he's not, bro.
Yes, he is. He would have made that 50 team if he was alive.
No, he wouldn't have.
Yeah, he would have, bro. He's better than a lot of those.
No, he's not. No, he's not, bro. Is Westbrook even a top? No, he's not a top 5. Is he even a top 7 point guard of all time, realistically?
Well, it depends. If you just want to throw Jason Kidd over him,
Here we go.
And John Stockton, then I guess not. But if
you want, those are bad picks.
But if you want to be realistic and not throw John Stockton and Jason Kidd over him, then yeah, he is a top 7 guard all time. Yeah.
You're saying it's just like John Stockton is some type of scrub that people just throw over him, or Jason Kidd is. Does Russell Westbrook have a ring? Did Russell Westbrook be the second best player on the team that went to the finals twice?
If I was 38 years old playing with Dirk Nowitzki, I would probably have a ring too. So
it looks like Russell Westbrook's on that place. He's gonna be 38 years old playing with AD.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. If I was 38, riding my last years playing with the best power forward in the
NBA. All
NBA,
right, Jason is debatable, but John
Stockton is crazy. I can actually live with Jason Kidd. I said I can live with that. But John Stockton, that is crazy.
He leads.
In the words of Shaq, that is nasty. Bruh. In the words of Shaq,
he's the all-time leader, and I think steals and assists.
I don't care.
He's the second or third best player that made it the finals twice.
I don't care.
Russ has not done any. If you want to talk about what a good point guard looks like if you could craft a perfect point guard,
Russ is the opposite. Whatever.
John Stockton is it. Maybe John Stockton wasn't the best. John Stockton wasn't the best with his left hand. I'll be honest about that. John Stockton wasn't the best scorer. And that's how John Stockton wasn't the best defender. I really don't use steals as something to say you're a good defender or not. But it takes skills to do what he did and what he does. How many is it?
John Stockton never averaged 20 points.
He's a point guard. He did his job. He didn't do all this. He didn't do all this extra shit that Russ did, trying to be Mr. Perfect or Superman.
So, dude, the fact that you have John Stockton over Russ is just disgusting.
Everybody does.
That's disgusting, bro. You're crazy. You're crazy.
Russ is gonna make his first finals as the third best player on his team, and he had to LeBron James and Anthony Davis to do so.
That's crazy.
Move your camera down, Mike.
What's up?
Your camera down. You look like this.
Oh. What about now?
A little bit more. Oh, that's good.
That's crazy, bro.
No, it's not, bro.
You're crazy, dude.
No, it's not, bro. You're tripping, bro.
You're crazy, bro.
We got the Ben situation, week 1 recap. Performance of the week. Who's our performance of the week, Michael?
Stephen Curry against the Clippers. He won the game, had 45, and I don't know how much. He was 9 for 9 in the first quarter. Boom.
That's your player of the week. Your performance of the week.
Performance of the week. Steph Curry.
Steph Curry. You and that dude, you and buckets is some dick suckers, bro. Y'all only I think y'all just like light-skinned people, bro. Because him and LaMelo and Jason Tatum, all just light-skinned. They just have to be. Why don't you like Michael Porter Jr.?
You like Michael Porter Jr. too.
No, bro. Y'all just like all the light-skinned players. That's just the meta. If a player is light-skinned and is tall and can shoot, y'all just like him, bro. That's what it is, bro.
What was your performance of the week, Willis? What was your performance of the week?
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown?
Yes.
He fucking lost.
What is that? He had COVID like a week ago. Bro,
it doesn't matter. He lost.
All right, bro. You're in
Curry won.
46.
Curry
he had
won.
46 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, and shot over 50%.
Curry won and was like way more efficient.
Did Curry, second best player, take 30 shots and didn't even make 10?
No, I'll give you that one. You can have that one.
Al Horford did not play.
You can have that one. Curry was 16 for 25. He was 8 for 13 from the line, and he snagged 10 rebounds.
Let's be real. If Kawhi was there, they would have lost that game.
But he wasn't.
Was anybody injured on the Knicks?
What?
Was anybody injured on the Knicks? No.
Was anybody injured on the Lakers last year when they lost in the first round?
No. They all played.
Okay.
They all played. Yeah, they all played.
You're such a bitch.
They all played.
You're such a bitch. You are.
If you're good enough to walk on the court, you playing, bro. And Tyler Hero isn't being 6th man of the year, bro. I'm still
yes, he is.
No, he's not, bro.
Yeah, he had 30.
Respect Jaylen Brown. He's the player. He has my performance of the week. 46 points in 46 minutes. Shot over 50%. 9 rebounds. 6 assists. The next game he scored 9. 3 for 13.
Wait, how many minutes did he play?
He played 46 points in 46 minutes. The next game versus Toronto, he shot 3 for 13.
Well, Steph played 38 minutes and had 1 less point.
Well, Steph was going against an injured team.
And he shot 5 less shots.
He played an injured team.
I don't care.
The Clippers are injured. Did Serge Ibaka even play?
Did Anthony Davis play last year?
We are talking about this week's performance of the week.
I'm just asking.
What does that have to do with anything?
Did Anthony Davis play last year when LeBron lost?
Yes.
Did he play in Game 6?
Actually, they only got wins with Anthony Davis because LeBron.
Did he play in Game 6?
LeBron declined.
Did he play in Game 6?
No.
Okay.
Did LeBron walk off the court and not hustle back on offense or defense? No.
Thank you, Willis. Thank you.
How long was LeBron just standing back there? He was walking up the court. The king, the GOAT, was walking. He gave up.
He didn't quit.
Yes, he
did.
Didn't give up. Yes, he did. He walked off. He just walking up the court because you give up. That's what he did. He didn't even. Oh, it was you that said, "Oh, he's gonna drop 45. The old king is back." No, he's not. LeBron is declined. And I didn't say that. Y'all declined.
Well, I mean, you and Kylan called Julius Randle superstar, so I guess we all have.
I have a screenshot. No. I have a screenshot.
I guess we all have L takes, right?
Julius Randle has never been a superstar.
That's what I told you and Kylan.
You said that.
Hey,
I'm not doing screenshots on the pod, bro.
No screenshot, then no proof, no.
I asked you. You called him a superstar.
No, you called him a superstar. You and Kylan did.
That Knicks and Boston game was brutal, bro. The Knicks should have been won that game. They was breaking hella shots in OT.
They both were breaking.
Maybe both teams was tired. It was the first game.
Tired, but yeah, they was sure. I told you, dude. That Fournier pickup was nice.
You did say something about that. Kemba didn't do nothing. He scored like 8 points that game.
Yeah, Kemba didn't do nothing before. I told you that Fournier pickup was
Damn.
him and Kemba.
Now that I think about it, bro, it's crazy. Kemba wasted all his amazing years in Charlotte, not making the playoffs or anything. And now he's in situations where he can win, but he's declined.
But I'm about to say now he can't. Does that go to show you kind of?
Don't do it, bro.
What?
Bro, don't do it, bro. I know where this is gonna go, bro. Don't do it, bro.
What?
Don't tie this in.
No, I wouldn't do it.
Don't tie this in with LeBron or nothing, bro.
What are you talking about? I was gonna say nothing about LeBron.
Gonna tie it into him leaving Cleveland, bro.
No, you're toxic.
That's what you was gonna do, bro.
No, I was not, bro. I was gonna say. That goes to show you that some players. Okay, take Zach LaVine. Now, Zach, I mean, he's been balling in the first 3 games, but does that go to show you that like some players can only show out on bum teams, like when they have nobody else around them and they can't play?
But we don't know if it was that, and we don't know if it's just Kemba got older.
But I mean, what is he? 31? It's not like he's 35 or something.
Some people just.
Well, I would blame him more on. I would blame him more on injuries, though, if you ask me. With him,
he was injured a lot when he was with Boston.
Yeah.
Dennis Schroeder sucks.
That team could have been real good if they got.
Gordon Hayward was always injured too.
Boston could never really get on the same page.
I'm not even gonna lie. Dennis Schroeder really did fumble the bag. I'm not gonna lie. He may never get that money. He dropped. What was this?
84.
That was today. He dropped 18 points today. Shot 50%. Game before 4 points when he was in against New York, 5 for 16 for 12, shooting 30% for the year so far. Dennis Schroeder is never going to get that money. It's over with. Should have just took it from OKC or the Lakers. It's over with.
He was in 6-man of the year running too.
It's over with.
I wonder what's up with Jaylen Brown. Oh, Jalen Green had 30.
You said Jalen Green had 30?
Yeah.
Kane needs to hurry up and pop up on the scene, bro, so we can save Killian. That's supposed to be Killian Hayes doing this, bro.
I'm trying to see what's up with K, man. I'm hyped. I'm hyped
2 points, 0 for 2 for 3. He just running around doing cardio.
Who? Killian?
He's a sellout, bro. What's Denny doing? My boy Denny.
Fucking bust.
You're a hater. No, you're a hater.
He's a bust, bro. I told you he was gonna be a bust. He averaged like. He doesn't get the ball. He's a point forward. He's a point forward.
Westbrook.
He's a point forward on a team with Russell.
I don't know. We saw what Sabonis did once he left Westbrook and Oladipo and what? Who else?
We're going there.
I'm just saying,
we're going there.
No.
I just want to make sure we're going there because I also saw Malcolm Brogdon go to the Pacers and people were talking about how he was one of the most underrated players in the league.
So do we want to go? He was in Milwaukee.
No, they weren't.
Yes,
they
was. He was just beyond trash.
No, they weren't.
He was the only person that showed up against the Raptors when Giannis and Chris.
Do we want to go there?
13 points per game.
Do we want to go there?
We can.
Okay, so how come when Malcolm Brogdon left, he just burst on the scene at some?
Malcolm Brogdon is averaging the same. Oh shit! Malcolm Brogdon is probably averaging the same points per game, bro.
No, he's not. As he was for Milwaukee.
Yes, before that last year before he left, bro. Malcolm Brogdon. Let's see this. Check me out. Watch this. Brogdon. Let's see. Stats.
No.
His last year in Milwaukee averaged 16. Went to Indiana. His first year in Indiana, he averaged 17. Next year, 21. And then this year so far, he's averaging 25. So basically, last year he averaged 21, and Milwaukee averaged 16. 5 points. That's just because you're not playing with the best player in the world anymore. That's all that is.
Whoa. I don't think he ever played with Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant is not better than Giannis.
Did you watch the playoffs, Willis? Kevin Durant is better.
Yeah, and you saw what happened at the end.
Yeah, he had 49, 17, and 10, was it?
Kevin Durant like 2-2 in the finals or something like that. Giannis is undefeated.
We're going there? We're going.
He has as many losses as Jeffrey.
I just want to make sure we're going there.
As many losses as Jeffrey.
Because are we gonna go up to his flame outs like the past 2 years before that?
Well, Kevin Durant flamed out a bit when he was 24 and 25.
He flamed out one time.
Flamed out a couple of times. Got locked up by Ron Artest, losing what?
He was a baby.
Giannis is a baby. He was 24. What was LeBron doing at 24? Where was LeBron at 24?
Oh, don't do that because LeBron got to the finals at 22. So that you don't.
Does it really matter if you get swept? Does it really matter? Because Giannis didn't get swept.
Yeah, now it doesn't matter.
Jeffrey didn't get swept.
Yeah. Well, when you're playing, in your words, one of the best dynasties ever, then I would.
You couldn't win me a game. Larry sold probably no. Larry, that's a bad example. Larry and Magic they're different people. LeBron sold at 24. Michael sold at 24. Kevin sold at 24. I'm pretty sure Hakeem probably sold at 24.
But Giannis was like...
Yeah, 2 years later he won a ring. Michael didn't win it 2 years later. LeBron didn't win it 2 years later. Hakeem didn't win it 2 years later. But Giannis did.
His flameouts were like... We were questioning Giannis. Like, a lot of people...
Y'all was. I seen it with my own eyes when it was coming. I wanted him to leave after that season. What was that, 2020? I wanted him to leave. Yeah, I did. But I'm glad he stayed. He made the right decision for his career. Because now he's a legend. He's a bona fide
right decision. KD just had no help.
He did something that LeBron and some only Jeffrey has done. Oh, shit. Some only Jeffrey has done. He had enough himself. He knew it was coming. He didn't want to take the easy route. He's like Dame, but more actually successful. That's what Giannis is. He didn't bounce from team to team like LeBrick, and he didn't leave and sell out like Kevin Durant when things got hard. He could have been left because I thought Chris wasn't enough. You talking about Chris? Chris wasn't enough for me.
I told you Chris was enough.
No, you didn't, bro. No, Drew. We needed Drew, not Chris. Chris wasn't enough.
I told you Chris and Drew was enough.
Chris. Stop hating on Chris. EGF, stop hating on Chris.
I love that pickup by Drew. You know I did.
Chris lost me after 13 points per game against the Raptors. And after selling against the Heat, the entire team lost me at that point. Missing wide open threes, having Giannis looking like he's a scrub. Giannis proves the world wrong. I blame people like you. Talking about this.
What people like you need to do is stop acting like Giannis just pulled the biggest carry job in America. No. Chris Middleton averaged 25, 6, and 5 in the finals. Drew averaged like 17, 8, and I want to say 9 in the finals with great defense.
I mean, that sounds good and all, but Drew Holiday hasn't been an all-star in almost a decade.
Here we go.
Middleton hasn't been an all-star in like 2 years now.
Well, you love 50, 40, 90 so much. 89 point. Are you gonna be a pussy?
Well, I guess.
Are you gonna be a pussy? Are you gonna put?
He was 89 point what?
0.9.
Well, maybe if Kevin Durant's foot was 0.1 more inches, Giannis wouldn't even have a ring. Well, too bad. It didn't happen because he didn't make it. Just like how Kevin Durant's foot isn't a 0.1 inch smaller because it's just not. It's just not, and that's okay. Because LeBron couldn't win without an All-Star. Kevin couldn't win without an All-Star. Shit, Michael couldn't even win without an All-Star. But you want to know who did?
I'm winning. I'm eating food.
Did Kareem even win without an All-Star? No, he didn't.
He had a top 5 player all time. What are you talking about?
That's the point. Giannis didn't have none of that, and he won. I'm gonna talk about
okay.
shit. Giannis did.
See, this is what you do. You take making the All-Star game, and you say, "Oh, this means you're an All-Star."
I'm sorry. How about this? Did either one of them make an All-NBA selection in the last 5 years? No. Is either one of them even Hall of Famers? No.
Chris Middleton averaged 25 points per game.
Mm-hmm.
And you're trying to tell me he's not an All-Star caliber player?
I didn't say he was an All-Star caliber. He ain't make the cut, did he?
But he so that means Giannis had an All-Star.
No, he didn't. He didn't make the All-Star team.
He didn't have a technical All-Star, but he had an All-Star.
I don't do woulda, coulda, shouldas, or if I do technicalities, and technically, he did it.
If you average 25 a game in the finals, you're a star in my eyes.
It's the fuck, bruh.
How about that?
Well, I mean, he was getting guarded by who? Who was guarding him? Devin Booker.
Michael Bridges was guarding Middleton. Markel Bridges, their best defender. He averaged 25. He did average 25. You want to bet some do on it?
Bro, did you say ask me to bet? Dude, he didn't average 25 in finals. I'm looking at that, bro. He didn't average 25, bro.
Come on, $10 right now. $10 right now.
We're well over an hour too, bro.
We are well over an hour.
Can you see the song?
Yeah, it says 1 hour 37. Are you gonna cut this or are you gonna keep it?
I'm cutting out the part where I talked about Gloria.
Oh God.
Outside of it, he averaged 24, bro. You be capping, bro.
What's the decimal point?
It's just 24.0. 24 points per game, 6.3 rebounds, 5.3 assists. So he averaged 24, 6, and 5. It's good averages.
Great averages for a second option.
I think we all know the real second option is.
Who?
No, I ain't gonna say Drew Holiday's better than Chris. They still not all-stars.
They're all-star caliber.
They didn't make the all-star team.
Oh my God!
They wouldn't. They're not going to be Hall of Famers. And if they are Hall of Famers, it will be because of Giannis.
Trae Young is a star, and he didn't make the All-Star team. There you go. So All-Star team doesn't mean.
Trae Young was like the 13th, 14th seed in the East.
So what?
That's why.
But you can't sit up here and tell me Trae Young isn't a star in this league, but he didn't make the All-Star game. That doesn't mean anything.
He was a bottom seed in the East. Giannis is carrying these guys to top 3 seeds.
He's not carrying. Stop saying he's carrying. The Bucks have a good team. They have a great team.
Take Giannis off the Bucks and they'll be in the play-in.
I'd say they'd be like
they'd be in the play-in. They would be in the play-in.
That's a French. You're a casual.
So the Bucks without Giannis, would they be better than Brooklyn? No. Miami? No. Chicago? No.
Maybe.
They'd be better than Chicago without Giannis, and I'm the casual.
You're a No. Okay, you can have Chicago.
What's that? That's 3. I said Brooklyn, Miami, Chicago. Would they be better than Philly? No. Boston? No.
With or without Ben
Simmons? No. That's 5.
I said they could be in that 6-7 spot.
7th is the play-in. They be in the play-in, bro.
Right. You're right.
The play-in, bro.
They could probably be in the 6th. They can make the 6th.
They're not gonna be. They will not be better than Atlanta without Giannis.
Okay, you're right. Okay, you're right. Okay, they'll be in the play-in. Whatever.
Matter of fact, what was the Warriors like when Kevin Durant left?
What you mean?
They were still good. Say, man, Giannis is the truth.
What does that got to do with it?
Giannis is the truth. He is Milwaukee.
Okay, but y'all, I hate when people like you, this is your fault. Y'all act like Giannis just,
50 in a closeout game?
I understand that. I gave him his props. You know I did. He's my second best player.
No, he didn't. That's just another thing.
He's not better than Kevin Durant, but he's my second best.
You know what? This is another thing. We're not supposed to be talking about this, but bro, this is a real that really does bother me. And I don't feel like it's a reasonable reason outside of his score, just out of his scoring talent. How is Kevin Durant a top 12 player or 11 player all time?
I mean, well, his resume is pretty solid if you just want to go there.
He has 1 MVP. How many times did he lead the league in scoring? Twice? 3? 4? Yeah, 4. He did it young. I mean, he's been to the finals 4 times.
He was the youngest to lead the league in scoring. He averaged 30 at 21.
He blew a 3-1 lead. He joined Steph Curry. He joined Klay Thompson. He joined Draymond Green. He joined.
If you want to just list his errors, we can do that for everybody. Didn't Magic get swept? I don't remember
Giannis getting swept.
I remember Magic getting swept, and he's top 5. Wasn't Michael Jordan struggling to get out the second round? He was
one of the best teams of all time.
Hey, all I know is he was struggling. Don't we know?
Okay, then I guess LeBron was struggling against Golden State.
He was going against.
Who was he going against, Mike?
Golden State.
And Mike was going against Boston.
That's different, though.
Both teams have 4+ Hall of Famers, bro. No, we're not going to do this, bro.
The point is, to call KD a top... Look, I don't know.
Maybe I have high standards, bro.
I don't think calling him top 10 is a stretch. That's not a stretch.
Bro.
That's debatable.
He's not a top 6 player of all time. Bro. He doesn't have the accolades.
I would say top 12 is not a stretch.
Top 12 isn't a stretch. I had him like 12 or 13. I had Steph over him personally.
I could buy that, but I would have KD over him just because for the simple fact, in a way, they kind of he needed KD because just be real, he wouldn't have won in 2015 without injuries, and you even agreed.
So here we go to 2016 when he lost because of injuries. You're a hater.
We're doing this right now?
Yes. Andrew Bogut counts. Andre Iguodala counts.
We're comparing those two players to Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love?
Yes.
We're doing that?
Kevin Love sucks. Either way it goes, he sucks. He didn't do nothing in 2016. He didn't do nothing in 2017. He didn't do nothing in 2018.
If you want to say Curry has the unanimous MVP, which LeBron should have had, but one fucking voter voted.
They did that for Shaq, too.
They voted for... Oh, they really?
Having Shaq and LeBron. There was one vote away from being unanimous.
And he voted for... I want to say Melo, was it? Or somebody. I don't know. I don't know.
I think he led the league in scoring that year. I wanted Melo to win it.
You said you picked Melo to win it?
Yeah.
But yeah, they vote. Yeah, you're a hater. You're such a hater.
Bruh, you shouldn't be able to win an MVP if you're on a team with two other All-Stars, bro.
I could buy that. I actually can buy that.
I don't think that's fair. How can you really be the most valuable? Like, if you're not here and your team can still win games without you. That's like if Kawhi won the MVP in 2019. And that team was like 17-3 without him.
I can buy that.
Was Kawhi Leonard on that list?
He wasn't on that list. Was he?
What's Kawhi Leonard?
I don't think Kawhi was on that list, bro.
Let me see that right here. Let me see. Kawhi Leonard.
Hey, that's crazy if they let Damian Lillard make it over Kawhi Leonard.
Why?
No, Kawhi made it, bro. Kawhi made it.
Yeah, to be in this one, bro.
Kawhi made it, bro. He's not on there. Kawhi Leonard's not on top 75. Kawhi Leonard wasn't top 75?
I'm looking it up, bro. Maybe my eyes just deceive me, bro.
No, because people would have been talking about that, bro. Because that's the biggest snub. He wasn't on there?
He was selected.
Okay, I was about to say that. Yeah, that's crazy.
He gotta be. That's another interesting case, though, because he low manages his career. I think he went to college like 3 years. Kawhi Leonard is low-key old for the amount of years he's been in the league. He's like 30 now, right?
Yeah, he's 31, something like that. Yeah.
How many years has he been in the league? When did he get drafted?
11.
He does have the best winning percentage of all time, though. He got Magic beat out on that one. But he did get drafted into a dynasty and clamped LeBrick. You saw LeBron sign when he saw him in it. I don't remember ever seeing Jordan quit on his team or sign when he saw a rookie or a second-year or third-year player come in the game. I don't remember him doing that.
I don't remember a player who could defend like Kawhi Leonard could, who Jordan had to face.
Sidney Moncrief.
Larry Bird.
His rookie year and lost.
His rookie year? I'm talking about in the finals.
In the finals? I don't know.
Okay, Gary Payton, I guess.
I don't really mind that. The way Michael made it look, Gary wasn't much of a problem. Some people just better at this thing called scoring than LeBrick is.
Oh, trust me, LeBron would have ate up Gary Payton, and you know it.
You want to ate up Scottie Pippen? No, he wouldn't have.
He would have did his thing, but he wouldn't have ate him up. I say he would have ate up Gary Payton because he's 6'9". Gary Payton was what, 6'3"? Scottie Pippen his size. So I think he would have did his thing, but he wouldn't have ate him up.
LeBron is the GOAT, bro. And this season is about to make everything even more. This is gonna make everything even more sweeter when he loses. There's gonna be no more debates. We can all just enjoy LeBron for who he is. These last couple of years we got him. The GOAT debate is over. And it'll just be great. We don't got to talk about it no more. We don't got to think about it. It's just over with.
The fact that you said him being the all-time leading scorer would mean nothing.
I didn't say it wouldn't mean anything, bro. I just don't see what worth is it. What is it helping? No, I said it because of what Shaq said, bro. Oh, LeBron has 4 rings and he's the all-time leading scorer. He's the GOAT. There's nothing else you can say to him. Kareem has 6 rings just as many finals appearances and is the all-time leading scorer right now and more MVPs. Is the all-time leading scorer right now, but isn't the GOAT. But if LeBron does, he's the GOAT. Shaq is just a casual. Both Shaqs are casuals. Shaq just be talking.
Oh, you calling out player choice?
That Shaq is a casual too, bro. Both are casuals.
Shaq is funny.
LeBron James will not be the GOAT if he gets the all-time record. I mean, I guess it can be something you say, but I mean, we all know he's not a better scorer than Michael Jordan, or he's not a better scorer than Michael Jordan. He's just, what does it help? Is it another thing for his longevity stats? It makes a longevity argument that he already has.
I mean, yeah, it just pushes the longevity.
But if we're going to talk about longevity, it's been what? He's been in the league how many years longer than Michael? Has been through an easier East how many more times than Michael, but still doesn't even have 5 rings. Doesn't even have as many rings as Tim or Kobe or Magic or Bill or anybody. What does it help? What are we gonna say? Oh, LeBron's the all-time.
I just don't see how. I just don't see how you can say. Okay, let me ask you this: if he scores 40,000, he'll be the only person to score 40,000. Would that help or no?
I don't necessarily say it don't help, bro. But if he loses again in the finals, nothing is gonna help that, bro. You can win 6 rings. If you have 7 finals losses, you are not the GOAT for losing.
Okay, let's say he gets 5 and he breaks it. Okay, can we agree that's possible, or do you not think that's possible?
For him to get 5 rings and break the record, he can do that this season.
Okay, so let's say he goes 5 and 6. He ends his career 5 and 6. Let's say he wins this year, just for the sake of it. He wins this year, doesn't get back to the finals. He struggles to make it out of the West for whatever reason, and he ends up breaking the scoring title. He's 5 and 6 with the scoring title, 1 less than rings LeBron than Jordan, with what 5 more appearances, and you have the scoring title. Does that not help, like, even a little?
It does when you say it, but then you think about everybody else in the top 10, and nobody else is negative in the finals but LeBron James. Magic is positive. I think Bird maybe even or positive. Michael Jordan is positive. Kareem is positive. Hakeem is positive.
He went there like 3 times. That's the thing. You're naming players who haven't been there more than, with the exception of
Kobe.
A few.
Kobe. All right, let me redo it then. Jordan is positive. Magic is positive. Bird is positive or even. Shaq is positive. Kobe. Did I say Kobe? No. Kobe is positive. These are players in the top 10 that are positive.
But a lot of those players haven't been there more than 7 times.
Because they wasn't in the East. All those players played in the West, or at least when the East was harder. Who did LeBron? Okay. What Hall of Famers did LeBron play all these years? He was in the East playing with Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade and Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. Who did he play in the East? Nobody. DeMar DeRozan.
All those years combined?
Yes, indeed. Who did he play?
Well, it depends. If I name players, you're just going to throw them out. Like, if you're going to say DeMar DeRozan is the Hall of Famer.
Is DeMar DeRozan a Hall of Famer? And even if he is, even if you said DeMar DeRozan was a Hall of Famer, his teammates wasn't. He played with Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry is...
He's not a Hall of Famer, bro.
Is not
He's in the very good Hall of Fame. The Hall of Very Good Players. He's not a Hall of Famer.
I could buy that. Okay, DeMar probably is not a Hall of Famer, but he's a very good player.
None of these players that he went against in this East is any.
PG's a Hall of Famer. PG's a Hall of Famer.
And he can be, but his teammates wasn't. Roy Hibbert sold that series.
Okay, what about?
If any of these players, any of those 5 players that's been there multiple times, went through the East that LeBron did, they probably have more finals appearances than LeBron James. I'm not going to say record-wise, he did go against Kevin Durant and them, but they would have just as many finals appearances.
Okay, so you're admitting that their records would probably be messed up too.
If they go against Kevin Durant and Steph Curry in the finals, yes. Anybody's record will be messed up.
So why do you hold it against them so much? If anybody's record would be messed up, including Michael Jordan.
Even if that is the case, that would still only be 2 losses, bro. And they still are there. You can't change history, bro.
But I'm saying, if you're saying the best player of all time, in your opinion, Michael Jordan, even if you put him in those situations, he would lose. So why do you hold that against LeBron?
I don't know if you let that situation happen, bro. Because with that being said, I don't really like doing hypotheticals because history changes. But if LeBron never leaves for Miami, we don't know if Kevin Durant is comfortable enough to leave for Golden State.
As much as I hate that, I could actually agree with that because I can actually agree with that because he kind of did change the culture for players like.
It's all LeBron's fault why Ben Simmons is doing what he's doing, bro. We all just need to blame LeBron, bro. That's what I've come to from this podcast. It's all LeBron's fault. Everything is LeBron's fault, bro. The reason why Russ isn't about to get a ring is because LeBron recruited him knowing that it wasn't good, bro. The reason why Ben is holding out because LeBron isn't good. The reason why Kyrie's career went south is because LeBron. It's LeBron's fault. Because LeBron wants to be big brother or daddy to Kyrie Irving. The reason why we got robbed in 3 or 4 years of basketball is LeBron James' fault. He's the reason why KD went to Golden State.
He's not the reason, okay? Don't just flat out.
He made it comfortable.
I could say, yeah, he made it easier because he saw LeBron. Yeah, I could agree with that. Yeah,
ruined Tim Duncan's case to be 6-0 like Jordan. He just ruined it.
Oh, because he beat him.
No, Ray Allen beat him.
Ray
beat
him.
Ray Allen.
He beat him.
Ray.
Because he beat
Ray.
him.
Reginald.
Yeah.
Ray.
Yeah, he beat him.
Ray. The guy whose son has diabetes. Ray Allen.
Maybe you. Why?
It's Ray Allen.
Well, why?
It's gonna be his fault why Bronny is a bust too. It's all LeBron's fault, bro. That's why I've come to from this podcast. LeBron is the reason for everything. He ruined NBA for a couple of years by joining the Heat and making the East predictable as hell. He's the reason why Kevin Durant was comfortable enough to leave to go to Golden State, making the West predictable. The entire league predictable as hell. We all knew Golden State was winning those years. I didn't even want to watch basketball those years.
Dude,
he's the reason why Kyrie got up through, and then he went to. He's the reason why Jason Tatum probably doesn't have a ring right or been to the finals.
Oh, because he beat him.
No, because he gave him Kyrie Irving. He took Isaiah Thomas away and Jay Crowder away and gave him Kyrie Irving, who didn't do anything but get injured.
Oh, the one. Hey, Danny Ainge is a snake, bro. He's racist.
LeBron James is the reason why the NBA is how it is, bro. He did all this, bro. He's not the GOAT or nothing, bro. It's over with. It's over with, bro.
It's over with, huh?
Yeah, the GOAT debate's over with, bro. I don't give a fuck about him scoring 30 points opening night or nothing like that, bro. It's over with, bro. Just give it up, bro. You're chasing a ghost that ain't even there no more.
The fact that you even think that... If LeBron doesn't score more than Kareem did, it won't be effective.
I mean, it will help, I guess, in the longevity argument that he's already won over everybody but probably Kareem. But outside of he may even beat Kareem in that.
Okay, so you're saying it won't help the GOAT debate because
he already won longevity.
Because he's already won.
He's already the best or second best. You can debate it if you want. He's probably the best. He has the best career ever. But player, I don't know. He's not a better scorer than Michael. He's not a better defender than Michael. He doesn't have as many MVPs than Michael. He sold out unlike Michael. His mom got. He's just not Michael, bro. What did I do, bro?
You're disgusting, bro.
Bro,
you're disgusting.
All right, bro. I don't remember Michael ever fizzing out against the Celtics or anything like that, bro. We saw what the best player, the top 2 player in the league, called him at the time. What did you call him in sneakers, Mike? He said he was God. Larry Bird said he was God disguised as Michael Jeffrey Jordan. God.
KD better than Larry Bird.
No, he's not, bro. You're disrespectful as fuck.
You always say that, but no. Okay, real talk. Bill Russell, bro, he's not it, bro. He's just not it. He's not it, bro. I don't think saying Kevin Durant. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I don't think saying Kevin Durant is a better player than Bill Russell is a stretch. It's not. It's not. I don't care. It's not, bro.
Bill Russell is probably a top 3 defensive player of all time. He has 11 numero 11 championships. 11.
He's overrated, bro.
11.
Bill Russell is probably, in my opinion, the most overrated player.
What is the name of the Finals MVP? Who was it named after? Bill Russell. Bill.
Yeah, he was playing against. I don't even know.
Who KD play against? When he had Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and Draymond Green and Andre Iguodala.
I'm talking about as individual players, not teams. And if you want to talk about teams, Boston had the best team easily every year. What are you talking about? If you just want to talk about teams,
they were the best team because of Bill Russell.
No, they
without
he had two All NBA first teamers.
What did he do to Will? What did he do to Will?
Oh yeah, he held him to 30 and 30 in the finals.
And Will lost. That's what matters. He lost.
Averaged 30 points and 30 rebounds and lost.
I mean, he did bench 500 pounds and run 4'2" at 7 foot. Shit, he might be LeBron James' dad at this point.
Bro, what?
I'm just saying, bro.
You have to go there on the pod.
Bro, that's reasonable, bro. Gloria, James, and Wilt Chamberlain, LeBron James. What you got with a man that's a couple inches shorter than Wilt Chamberlain that cries like his mom?
Bill Russell's overrated, bro.
No, he's not, bro. I don't think he's top 5. Some people do got him top 5. I don't think he's top 5, but he's top 10. Kevin Durant is not top 10, bro. Maybe he wins 2 with Brooklyn, maybe. But he's not top 10 right now, bro. And
if you want to say Bill Russell's top 10, I could live with it, but I just don't feel it's crazy to say he's not top 10, if that makes sense. Bro, we shit on Curry for having everybody. We shit on KD for having everybody. But Bill Russell had everybody, and Curry and KD performed better.
Well, they had everybody and lost. Bill had everybody and won.
But they performed better.
He still won.
There was times where Bill did not show up.
And there's times where LeBron didn't show up.
And this team lost. That's my exact point. I'm so glad you tied this with LeBron.
Bill Russell was in the top 2 player of all time.
LeBron didn't have the luxury to play bad. Bill Russell did.
Well, shit, he may as well. He's teaming up with people. Maybe he should. Shit, he was trying to team up with Derrick Rose, so that's just his fault. Shit fell through. You can look it up.
Until Jesus Christ himself comes on, bro, and tells me, bro, I would never.
He tried Carmelo, Dwayne Wade, Derrick Rose, Luol Deng, Joe King. He tried to ruin the fucking league.
He tried to get D Rose, D Wade, Bosh, and Melo. He didn't try to get Melo and D Rose, bro.
All right, bro. The Banana Boat crew already confirmed it, bro. LeBron too.
You realize that's a big 5, right?
LeBron 2 Bulls. Let me see.
You do realize that's a big 5, right? Bro, he did not try to recruit a big 5.
Yes, he did, bro.
I would never believe that until Jesus Christ himself, comes upon me, bro, and tell me that that's true.
LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh considered Bulls in 2010. Here's how it could have been done. Yes.
Bro, I don't care about your.
You can look. It's on CBS.
I don't care about your fake news, bro.
It was confirmed by Brian Windhorst of ESPN.
Because if he tried that, bro, he not the GOAT, bro.
He did try it.
No, he didn't, bro. I would never believe it, bro.
All right, bro.
Fake media. That's what Kyrie was talking about.
It's not fake media, bro. It's been confirmed.
By who?
Brian Windhorst.
Who has the power to confirm it?
Brian Windhorst, an ESPN executive. You're right.
Nobody. A nobody. Somebody trying to take my spot. A nobody.
Who the fuck are you? It's 2 hours, bro. I got an assignment doing an hour and a half, bro. We gotta close this out, bro. I got a lot of editing to do. It'll be up by tomorrow, bro. How we gonna close this out? All right, man.
All right.
We've been off track a little bit, man. It's maybe a little bit. It ain't gonna be too cutty. I'm just gonna cut out the parts where I said some derogatory things about people we will not name. That's about it, y'all, man. We love y'all. Don't forget that sub button. Get us 10 subs. We want this video to get what?
Y'all, we love ourselves. In the words of Iggy, yeah.
Ugly. Hit that sub button, like, comment down below. We want 40 views again on this video. Maybe we'll hit 50, maybe we won't. Just get us a 5, 10 likes, you feel me? Our social medias will be on the screen, but just in case y'all don't see it or y'all just listening to us in your pocket or at work or something, you can go follow me at Instagram at EGF Hoops, TikTok at EGF Hoops, main account EGF Ron. Where can we find you at Mikey Hoop Talks?
You can find me Mikey Hoop Talks on TikTok, Real Hoop Talks on IG. Like I said, at last episode, if you was paying attention, me and my boy Eddie run that page on IG, Who's page. Eddie's definitely gonna be on soon. And regular page, my main page on IG, 1.Mikey. 3 underscores, man.
So we're gonna get Eddie and Duke on here, man. Kylan gonna be here real soon, man.
We definitely gonna get Duke on here too.
Yep, all right, man. We finna be out, y'all. We appreciate it. Thanks for making it all the way through, and we out. Peace.
Sound with y'all.